happened to you and I? How did we forget how powerful we were, how powerful we are, how gifted we are, how prosperous we are? How was lack, struggle, and limitations born? There was a time in our life when we knew that we were of the divine source, where what we saw was just abundance and prosperity and success, when we were playful and joyful and happy and free, when we were present and open and loved, when there was joy around us, when we honored ourselves and our feelings, when we judged no one, not even ourselves. Then something happened. And bit by bit, our prosperity and our power was sucked from our lives. And the person who sucked it from our lives was us. So what really happened? A series of incidents that marked your life. And each incident created a bar, a box, a prison that you began to live in. And as each incident occurred, you receded from life. You became more and more and more and more afraid until you live the life you live now, where you're even afraid of yourself. So this is a story of the birth of lack. It is every man's story. It is every woman's story. It happens to every single one on the planet. Your version may be slightly different, but the impact is nonetheless the same. It started with the first realization that you were not enough. It may be your first rejection. Maybe it was when your teacher asked you a question in class. It could be as simple as what is 1 plus 1? Or it may have been, who was the first national hero for your country. You put your hand up, you said the answer after the teacher called on you, and your answer was incorrect. And the teacher told you it was incorrect. And then your classroom laughed at you. And you decided there and then that you ain't gonna be that bold anymore. You ain't gonna put your hand up. But you love poetry. You're a gifted poet. You love to recite. And it was the Christmas concert, and it was your time to recite, and you studied your poem, you knew it well, and you went on stage. And when you were finished, you saw people laughing. And for you, they were laughing at you. And you decided that never again will you do that. Never again will you display your gift and talents for the world to ridicule it. And another box was created. And then maybe you had a very good friend, maybe your best friend in school, and he was picking a team, or she was picking a team. And they picked you this time, but the most important game, they didn't pick you. They left you off. And you said to yourself, what kind of a friend does not pick a friend on their team? And you decided that you're going to go it alone in life. The Mr. or Miss Independent. The Mr. or Miss Dependable. If it got to be, it's up to me. And another box was created in your life. Or maybe it was when you first fell in love. You didn't know what to say, so you wrote. You wrote a note, handed it to the person that you felt you were in love with. And you came back from the break to find that they shared your love note with everyone, laughing at you. And you decided that no, you will not expose your heart to people anymore. You will be guarded. Unless you know for certain what they feel, you will not let them know how you feel. And from then on, you have been in relationships where you're not in there. Half of your foot is in and half is out, waiting for the first sign that they're going to go. And then maybe it was the no's you heard. The no's you heard from everybody. The people who said you were too dunce, you were not educated enough, you were a sinner, you're going to be as worthless as your dad or your mom, you're good for nothing. They may say that you are too skinny or you're too fat, you're too ugly, you're too white, or you're too black. And all these things created a box around you. And suddenly, after years of this, after all that was available to you when you were born, you now live in a box. A box in which you are safe, but a box that deprives you of all life, of vitality, of love, of joy, of freedom. It is the box of lack, limitation, and scarcity. It is the box that have you not play full out. It is the box that have you sit in the back of the room. It is the box that have you not raise your hand and make your point in meetings. It is the box that have you not share with someone your deep feelings for them. It is the box that have you not ask for the raise that you want. It is the box that have you not ask the question that you want. It is the box that have you live a life of limitation. It is the box that has sucked your prosperity from you. It is the box that you have created. It is your box. It is your beliefs. It is your position about you, others, and the world. And it all came from your experiences when you decided that you are not big enough to maneuver this world. And when you decided to play small. The birth of lack is the birth of fear and the dominance of fear in your life. And this day, you live a life that is run by fear. You are afraid of your own self. You are afraid of everyone. You are afraid of everything. Prosperity is hidden from you because you are afraid to be your divine light. And that is how lack, struggle, and scarcity was born. It really was.